Are your prospective customers raising their hands? Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. Today, live from Tracy, California, down here for my cousin's wedding. Actually, just went to it tonight and just got back. You could tell I'm a little worn out. My throat's a little hoarse and a little tired from running around after my children at a family wedding. But doesn't mean we can't hang out for just a quick minute here. And I wanted to tell you, remind you, if you haven't been with me here before, about dreambizchat.com. Dreambizchat.com is a place to go, especially if you're a business owner or an executive in the self-reliance space, meaning that you provide products and services to people to help them become more self-reliant. If you are a decision maker in that field, go to dreambizchat.com. Go and watch the video. Let me know what you think. Fill out the application if you think it applies to you. And I think you'll be happy that you did. Love to find out whether you are or you aren't. So today we're talking about prospective customers. So you know you have people out there that could quite possibly be your prospect. So what are you doing to get in touch with them ahead of time? How are you having them raise their hand, figuratively? How are you getting them to raise their hand and say, yes, I'm interested in what you're offering, before you ever get a chance to actually offer it to them? Can you get them to raise their hand? This is a concept. It's been bandied about quite a bit. I think this specific idea I've heard the most from Dean Jackson, who we've talked about before. You can go and look his stuff up. He has a number of podcasts and so forth. Dean Jackson, a marketing guru who plays, he comes from the real estate field to begin with, but his concepts work regardless of where you're at. And it's all about finding out who your ideal prospect is for your product or service, getting them to raise their hand ahead of time, which is what we call lead generation. How do you get people to become leads? How do you generate leads? How do you get them to say, I might be interested in what you have going? So there's a bunch of different ways we can go about looking at this. Let's say you're offering beehives, that you have a specific type of beehive and you're trying to see people who would be interested in beehives. Well, this is the most common thing that you're seeing online, and you have seen for close to 20 years now, is that you'll have somebody have a free report, something of that sort, and it will say, top 10 things that people mess up with when deciding to get a beehive. Whatever, I'm just making that up off the top of my head. You have some type of report, something free that someone can basically raise their hand and say, yeah, I'm interested in that. I want to know more about beehives. Well, who's your prospective customers? The people that are going to be interested in beehives. And so even before you've offered them your product, you're getting them to raise their hand and say, this is me. I'm the type of person you want to be talking to. Now, why is that important? It's important because, for one thing, you can get in a conversation with them and find out more about them and where they're coming from, and be able to gear all the rest of your marketing toward that type of personality and the type of person that'd be interested in what you're doing. On another end, it gives you the chance to touch base with them over and over and over again, whether it be by email, whether it be by phone, regardless of what the lead is, whether it's an address or what have you, you'll get a chance to be able to talk to them over and over again once you've generated that lead, once you've gotten them to raise their hand. So we've got some people on the chat here. Joe was back with us. He says, try visiting your prospect's business before you approach them. And that's great. If you're doing any form of business to business, and Joe knows this well because of the work that he does, if you're doing any type of business to business, then try going ahead of time. Before you're approaching them specifically and trying to sell them, go and see what they're about. Go and take a look at what they're providing. Even better, purchase something from them. If you buy something from someone that you're looking to buy from you, that's a way to be able to get in communication with them and talk to them. There's nothing Nothing. I don't know of any way more important to be able to get in touch with somebody who, when you're doing business to business specifically. But even if you're doing business to consumer, you have to find a way to put yourself in their shoes, put yourself in the places where they go, and be able to have conversations, talk to people ahead of time, get them in the long run to raise their hand. That's the whole point of tonight's talk. Get your prospects to raise their hand. By doing that, you'll be able to have the conversations necessary to be able to make your product better, make your marketing better. You'll be able to reconnect them over and over and over again. It just makes sense. Appreciate all of you for being on tonight, and we're going to talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't know quite. I've got a handful of different things to talk about, but somewhere probably around the same lines. But we'll talk to you tomorrow. You have a great night. Now get out there and let the magic happen.